All right, folks, well, welcome game one of the season for Decatur. Coming off a forfeit win last week against Queen Anne's. They're going up tonight against the Randallstown Rams, coming off a 24-14 loss to Owens Mills last week. My name is Mike Hughes. This is Tyler Riley. We're going to be here calling the game for you tonight. Tyler, how you feeling, man?
I'll tell you, I'm feeling warm.
Yeah.
I'm feeling warm. I'm definitely excited. You get the butterflies, get up here in the booth. You know, it's really, really exciting. Gets us a new perspective. But it is definitely warm out here, and I know that could play a factor, especially a long ride from Randallstown. So we'll see how they respond early tonight.
Absolutely. I was looking at these teams as they came out. Decatur in about the mid-40s on their roster, about 45 kids. Randallstown in the low 30s on their roster. I don't know if that's, like you said, I don't know if that's going to have any effect.
Well, I mean, with Decatur now, with the depth of the program gaining so much steam, I mean, there's a lot of just, guys playing one side of the football now. So that's definitely an advantage for us. So we'll see how it goes.
100%. So
ready to get rolling.
Captain's getting ready to head out for the coin toss. It looks like we got Bryson Coleman. We got Brogan Eastlack. We got, I would imagine, Gavin Salito. I can't see that number. That is number 3, Gavin Salito, and then number 8, Ethan Bradshaw, coming out. The captains for Decatur for your 2023 first game of the year. We're going to come back in just a second when the action starts. We're looking forward to spending this season with you guys. Let's get hyped and enjoy tonight's game. We'll be back in a minute. All right, so Randallstown wins the toss. They're going to elect to receive. Coming from the north end zone. Next up, we're going to have the national anthem by the Stephen Decatur Seahawk Marching Band. Coming up just a second.
Enjoy.
Under the command of Cadet Corbin Jackson. Carrying the organizational flag is Cadet Jay Trump. The left and right guards are Cadets Alex Reel and Connor Tyre. Now if everyone would please rise and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. We ask that all gentlemen remove all hats and head coverings for the duration. Performing the national anthem this evening will be the Stephen Decatur High School Marching Band.
All right, thanks to the Stephen Decatur Seahawk Marching Band and the National Junior Junior ROTC for the presentation of the colors there. We're about ready to get going here. Whiteout game tonight. Super exciting. We're going to come to you as long as we can. This is our first shot at doing this on YouTube. On the football side of things, Tyler and I did baseball in the spring. We're going to see if we got a new scoreboard, we got new camera angles, we got all kinds of stuff going on. So hopefully we'll be able to bring this through you all night long and stick with the broadcast. But Decatur's going to be kicking off here, going right to left. Brogan Eastlack is going to be
big time foot here, you know. Something special to watch with Brogan. He was kicking all over SEC schools on the kicking tour. Yeah. You know, I saw a picture of him kicking with Nick Saban's arm around him.
Absolutely.
You know, that's got to be special whether, you know, he gets an opportunity there or anywhere close to get some praise from the great Nick Saban with his first kicking abilities.
You're talking a four-star recruit this year with the wind to his back, it looks like. So I'm fully expecting this one to go out of the end zone. But we'll see. There we go. That's back, and certainly right out of the back of the end zone. So Randallstown to bring it out. Be starting on offense. Randallstown features a junior receiver who's got an offer from the University of Minnesota on the table for him. Kendall Dorsey.
Yeah,
I think
he's number what do we
5,
say?
I think. Right?
Number 5. Yep.
Yeah.
Plays defensive back for them too. So look for his athleticism to play tonight and see what how Decatur schemes around him and try and keep the ball out of his hands. He's a big boy. He's right over here on our west sideline here. So
we'll see.
Yep.
Randallstown comes out with 3 wide outs, and there's a flag already.
Illegal substitution on the offense.
All right.
Okay.
So inauspicious start for Randallstown.
Yeah.
Illegal substitution. They're backing up 5 yards.
Well, get it out of the way early and get the jitters around. It's a big crowd tonight. I mean, they've come down and it's a whiteout game, and so it's gonna. It's not easy to hear down there as much as you think, especially with how the wind blows here. If everybody knows where, Stephen Decatur High School, the wind's constantly blowing.
It's early season too. Jitters and just lack of experience. A whole new coaching staff over at Randallstown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, brand new staff.
You don't know. So Malik Woodrum, the quarterback, hands off to number 2, left side, and he's going to have a nice gain there. Almost 10 yards, it looks like, maybe 15 yards to the left. That's Elijah Lee, 11th grader.
Yeah, nice run for Lee there, starting off early, seeing how the defense reads a little RPO handoff and could have kept there and had some space over on their sideline, but that was a nice gain on first down.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how Decatur handles a run this year. Really probably their weak spot last year. They came back to bite them in the state semifinal game. Just couldn't stop Sean Williams, who from Milford Mill, who went on to University of Pennsylvania, ran up over 300 yards on the night. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, we'll see if they load. They got the box loaded here. We'll see what they do now.
And there you go. Hand off, and they swallowed him up right away for a loss of a couple yards.
Yeah, they're definitely going to try and help out the tackles this year. Coach Coleman said, they're not going to try and get beat on interior runs. You know what I mean? Got athleticism in the linebacking core. So
we lost some size up there. Kenny Spates graduated last year, gone on to play junior college football. They're going to have to do something to replace that guy in the middle. We don't have anybody 6'2", 305 or whatever he was. He was 6'5", 6'4", something like that.
Yeah, he was a 300-pound kid. And solid. So. That's a lot of mass in the middle, you know what I mean?
5 wide outs, and Goodrum drops the pass, and he's under some pressure, and Sully Alker's wrapped him up and taking him down for the sack. Sully Alker. Right through the middle. Took Goodrum down.
That's 2 straight snaps there that the line has been able to get pressure right away. Quickness right off the line, nose on the football. That's a nice job here. So you see on 3rd down and long here.
Good sign. That's where we want to keep them. We're deep on the back end of things here in the defensive backfield. We got a lot of dudes, so we can get them in passing situations. We should have some luck tonight.
This is where you don't want to let Dorsey beat you here on 3rd and long. Got 3 wideouts over on the right side.
Goodrum drops. He's going to throw. Now he's going to run. Salito's closing in on him. And he goes down, and he's going to be short of the first down, though, by about maybe a couple yards. So it's going to bring about 4th down and 2. Not sure if he slipped or if he just went down on purpose.
Yeah, well, I know. I mean, they said during practice this week, as humid and hot as it's been, the turf can be slippery.
Yeah.
So looks like they're
gonna go for it.
They're going for it here early on the road. I kind of like the aggressiveness early here. I mean, big chunk gain there.
Yeah.
See if they try and draw them off sides and call timeout.
You could be right there too. So a lot of crazy things can happen on the punt play in high school football. You know, a bad snap over the head. So maybe they just feel better going for it. So Goodrum takes a snap. He drops back, rolls to his right. Being chased, he throws. Ball's hanging up there. Trey Dorn in coverage. Receiver falls. And it's going to be Decatur football inside the 40. We have a flag. It's going to be holding. It looks like declines, and Decatur will take over.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision there by the quarterback. You know, it looked like he had some room to maybe pick up the first down, decided to go to his top wideout target, Dorsey, and Trey Dorn with the coverage there. The ball kind of floated. That south wind kept the ball up, and that's a big defensive stop there. That's huge.
That wind's got to be blowing 15 at least, maybe more. I don't know. Pretty steady breeze. Trying to throw into that, man. If you get that ball hung up in the air, it's going to be trouble.
Yeah, you want the ball definitely. I mean, with our kicking with Brogan with the south wind, they want to kick this way.
Yeah. So that brings the Decatur offense out, led by number 9 quarterback Bryson Coleman, going to be going to Vanderbilt next fall. Decatur comes right out with 5 wideouts. We'll see what they do. They like to put the ball in the air. So in motion goes Kareem Bolden. Snap. Coleman's going to throw to the left, and it's going to be incomplete to Salido.
Yeah, first throw stayed a little high there, but he had him on the right shoulder. Salido, you know, he's one of the toughest athletes in the building. Not the biggest guy, though, stature-wise.
Pound for pound, probably the strongest dude out there, though, right? I mean,
absolutely.
Got a gymnastics background. His mom owns a gym. He's nothing but muscle in that 5'8" frame or whatever he is.
And scat and back line up anywhere in the formation on offense.
So 5 wides again for Coleman. Takes a snap. He immediately throws to Kareem Bolden, who's got some room, hits the outside. He's going down the right side, and he's pushed out of bounds, thrown out of bounds around the 24-yard line, 25-yard line.
Yeah, Kareem, nice job there. Good vision. Gets a nice block over on that right sideline, right on the hash, actually. Sprung him for 12 or 13 yards there. That was a big play.
Yeah, Kareem transfer from Seaford. Certainly glad to have that young man. Might see him at the quarterback spot every once in a while tonight, too. So 5 wideouts again, bunch to the left. Send the man in motion. Coleman's going to hand off. That's going to be number 28, who's not going to get anywhere. Number 28, A.J. Cobb.
Taking us right back to baseball on the 4th or 5th snap of the season. That's good to see A.J. out there, man.
That's a name we said a lot in the spring, man. A.J. Cobb, great baseball player. Great speed, right?
Great speed, absolutely. Yeah, good foot speed. It's good to see him out there. You know, uses just another weapon for Seahawks.
First year playing football, to my knowledge. So Coleman takes a snap again. He's looking left. He throws high. But Kareem pulls it in. Nice one-handed catch there. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4, maybe. 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, one-handed catches, you know, I know Coach Coleman works on them for probably 2 or 3 hours every day, right? No, absolutely not. That's athleticism at its finest on display right there.
100%, yeah. So 5 wideouts again. Decatur's throwing, as they like to do. Pressure from the outside, and that ball's knocked down by number 2. The running back, Elijah Lee, who's playing defensive backfield as well. Came on the blitz off the edge, got his hands up and knocked that pass down. And we brings up 4th down. Looks like Decatur is going to go for it.
Yeah, nice, interesting decision here. I do like it early.
Yeah.
You know,
you got a great kicker, but look, why not? From the
at least see what they show you here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 5 wideouts again.
Trips on the right side here. Bunch formation.
Coleman in the shotgun. Cobb in motion. They fake the hand. Bryson pulls it up the middle. He's got some space. He's got the first down. He's inside the 10-yard line down to about the 7.
That's an excellent RPO keep there by Bryson. Had a huge gap up the middle. Credit to his line. But nice job with the linebackers coming down and pulling him in. I mean, he's only 5 yards from the end zone. So
Nice run for Bryce. He's
Stick with it.
probably our best running threat, honestly. But now we got Trey Dorn in the backfield with a number 21. So
Well, he picks up Bryson picks up 1.5 yards with his feet. He's only got size 14 or 15 shoes every time he takes a step. So
there's a snap. He rolls to the right. He's looking to throw. He hits Kareem Bolden short. Kareem stopped just short of the goal line, about the 1 yard line.
It's a nice play call there. Might have gotten rid of the football just a touch late,
Yeah.
but Kareem, had his back to him, got to get turned around there. I know you throw it at windows when they're not looking, but as the secondary's closing in there, he was able to get the ball to him just a yard short.
Yeah, so now we got our big formation in. Decatur does this on short yardage. The big guys up front with a full backfield. Bryson takes a snap up the middle. He's in the end zone. Decatur goes in the lead, 6-0.
Nice job right off the snap from the offensive line, and when you've got 6'5", 6'6", all you need is just a little bit of push, and he's in the end zone. That's a high percentage play.
Just fall forward.
Nice job. Nice first home drive of the season for the Seahawks.
Yeah. That's a formation they would run a lot last year with Luke Murgott. Luke down there at Duke now got on the field against Clemson. Didn't get on the field. He dressed. Didn't get on the field. But that was super exciting to watch. And now they're going to run.
Put it on Clemson.
Yeah, absolutely. But they ran that same formation from last year on the short yardage. It pays off. And Eastlack kicks the extra point. So
just about kicks it over to Royal Farms, actually.
Right. All right, so Decatur leads 7-0, 6:45 left in the first quarter. We'll be back in just a second. All right, we're back in here. 6:45 left in the first quarter. Decatur just scored on their first drive of the game, 7-0. Bryson Coleman with the plunge from the 1 yard line. And Decatur will be kicking off here. Brogan Eastlack from the 40, put it through the end zone last time. This time, same thing, out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a touchback coming out to the 20 for the Randallstown Rams. We'll see what they can do second time out here.
Definitely want to. I'm pretty sure you don't know their kicking situation right off the top, but I would imagine if they're on their own side of the 50, unless it's fourth and really, really short, I would imagine they're going to try and kick it. But, you got the south wind, like we said, so, your percentages maybe just go for it on fourth down if it's 5 and under. I don't know.
But that's what they were thinking last time. But
getting 7 points out of that decision for us was, make you think twice as a coaching staff.
To be fair, not a lot of teams have a Brogan Eastlack that can kick like that, man. And we were talking about the JV team. They had 2 guys that we called the MVP of their first game. So more kickers in the pipeline. And that one looked like Ezekiel Lawson maybe on the tackle.
That's who I thought, or Sully. I couldn't tell.
I couldn't either. So that was Malik Woodrum rolling left, lost about 4 yards there on that nice defensive play by we think it was Ezekiel Lawson. It's not in the budget for us to have a spotter yet.
No.
So we're relying on old guy eyes.
We're waiting. I definitely can tell now that the eyes might need to wear the glasses as much as I hate doing it, Mike. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Right.
4 eyes, maybe 6 eyes, you know what I mean?
I'm wearing mine. No shame in it.
Get these windows open somehow with some binoculars.
Yeah. So Randallstown second down now, 14. Woodrum takes the snap. He drops back. He's going to throw. Now he's going to pull it down. Scramble. They wrapped him up. Flag on the play, but he's pulled down right about the 16-yard line. We'll see what this flag's about.
Yeah, heck of an athlete. I'm assuming a hold here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, and that's what it is, holding. So we'll see if they're going to take the penalty or refuse it.
You know, sometimes you hear these guys, and just being an Eagles fan with Jalen Hurts, and, you know, early on they were saying that if they only look at one, QBs only look at one read and tuck and scramble, then the linemen are thrown off.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to create a pocket if it is a design pass play, so you're going to get holding calls if the pressure can get there. So.
Yeah. So that's going to bring up third down. They did decline the penalty. It's going to be third down and 14 yards to go here, knowing that the passing game in Randallstown so far at least doesn't look to be too effective. So we'll see if the Decatur defense can hold here. Woodrum talking to his line now. He drops back into the shotgun, man in motion. And he drops the throw.
Yeah, Chandler back way deep here reading the ball.
That one's up, tipped, out of bounds. And nice D there by Ethan Bradshaw, the junior cornerback. And that's going to bring up fourth down again.
Yeah, that was a really good throw there. He hit his wide out right in his hands, but, you know, you got Ethan over here. He's blanket coverage right there with him, not holding him, letting the ball arrive, and he's going up and attacking the ball as well, swats it out of the way.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah, if Randallstown is going to get in long, third and long, second and long situations, it's going to be a long night for them. Because
they can't run the football, then
it's going to be trouble.
It's going to be trouble.
So we'll see. They are going to punt this time. And like I said, in high school ball, that's always a risky thing, man. Snaps over the head, out of the back of the end zone. This one's a weak snap, a little high, but the punter grabs it, kicks it, and it goes right out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So great field position again for Decatur. We'll see. We'll be back in just a second.
7-0 Seahawks.
All right, coming back here, Decatur, first down on the 32-yard line of Randallstown. Coming out, 5 wideouts again. That's pretty much how they've been all night long. Bryson Coleman in the shotgun, about ready to take the snap. And he drops. He's going to throw real quick. He hits A.J. Cobb. Cobb is going to get maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah, nice job. Little inexperience there. You'd like to see him just keep his momentum going forward, even if it's for just another yard and a half. Use your speed. Keep your line of direction there. Don't cut back and slip.
He's probably scared to death. Can you imagine? You're a senior. You haven't played high school ball, and all of a sudden you're thrown out here against a team from across the bridge.
A couple early targets for him, too.
Yeah,
I mean, get the nerves out of the way early.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So here we go. 5 wides again. Cobb in motion. Coleman takes a snap. He rolls right. Looks like he's going to run. He's got some room out there. He's across the 20, maybe down to the 19. And that's going to be a first down.
That's a great decision there. Yeah. Finds the marker, sees it with his vision, out of bounds for a first down, and keeping his body safe. I mean, not that he wouldn't sacrifice everything he's got for his teammates. He's not that type of kid, or he is that type of kid. He's not the type of kid that's going to, go soft just to prevent injury. But that's a great decision there to just go ahead, take the first down, get out of bounds, and get another play call in.
Yeah, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for about the 21 now. Decatur, 5 wideouts again. Coleman from the shotgun takes a snap, throws deep to the corner in the end zone, looking for number 11, Tribe Wise. Looked like he got bumped at the line, and that's going to be a pass interference call.
Yeah, all day long. I mean, Tribe 6'4", elite feet.
Yes.
Grab right away, right off the line of scrimmage as soon as the ball was snapped.
He's got what they call bunnies. He can get up.
Oh, so yes, he can.
Anytime
he's going to be throwing down some dunks this year
100%.
in basketball, buddy.
We
defense, 10-yard penalty, remaining first down.
So that's a defensive hold. It'll be 10 yards. But, on our Hawk Talk pregame show, if you guys didn't catch that, it's on YouTube now. Premiered last night. At the end of that, we showed a couple plays from the preseason where Tribe mossed a couple dudes, went up. That dude's 6'4", 6'5". There's not a lot of defensive backs around here that are like that. He went up and just got it. So
he's 6'4", 6'5", and his arms are about 5'4" or 5'5". I don't know what his official wingspan is. We got to get a notebook. What do these guys? They don't. These coaches and stuff don't have enough going on. We need some. We need some measurables. You know what I mean?
I can tell you.
We get a little Mel Kiper and Tom McShay involved in this.
I can tell you he's a nice kid, though.
Oh, yes.
So I'm rooting for him.
Yeah.
I can remember Jake posted on Facebook some highlights from a game last year, and he just said, Next was the caption.
Next. That's it.
And this kid's going to, hopefully have a breakout year. He's lined up wide out now again, and chances
may
are
go back to it.
They might.
Yep.
They might. So we got Trey Dorn in the backfield. He goes in motion, lines up next to Bryson. Bryson takes a snap, gives the Dorn up the middle. He's heading out to the right side. He's got an empty lane right to the end zone. Trey Dorn for the touchdown. And this one might get ugly if something doesn't change for Randallstown.
Great counter handoff. I mean, he gets through the line of scrimmage, and there's literally not one defender from Randallstown anywhere near him till right at the goal line, but by that time it's too late. Trey Dorn, and we're up 13-0, waiting on the extra point.
And Decatur taking it to him right now. I was kind of worried. I think we had to replace 4 out of 5 linemen from last year. This front line is dominating so far.
And against a Randallstown line on both sides that has really good size. So
the extra point's up, and it's good. It's 14-0. Decatur, 4:14 left in the first quarter. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, we're getting ready for another kickoff from Brogan Eastlack. Decatur up 14-0. You see Trey Dorn on the camera right there. Trey with the touchdown. Nice run. Here's the kickoff. He's already put 2 out of the back of the end zone. This one's going to go out of the back of the end zone as well for a touchback. 3 for 3 in that respect for Brogan Eastlack. So
we might have to put something on the side here to see when we're kicking towards that south end zone here with that south wind, how many touchbacks he can get up.
Yeah, right. Yep. So Randallstown will come out again. Came up empty on the first 2 drives. Was it a couple 3 and outs? No, it was a 3 and out, and then they went for
turnover on downs.
Yeah,
and then got 7 right off that. I mean, picturesque right there.
So a dream start here for Decatur against a team from the Western Shore. We always like to go hard against teams from the Western Shore and prove that we belong.
We just want them to know that we want that respect. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, but Randallstown, and a great coaching staff. They were awesome talking to them before the game.
Yeah.
They're going to do real good things with this school.
Yeah. So there's a handoff to number 2, Elijah Lee. He's going to get up 3 or 4 yards before he's brought down. And we got a flag down. Was that is number 18? Is that's Waylon Hobgood? Was he in on that tackle?
That's who I thought it was.
It's another baseball guy, man. First year playing for him,
They're doing us proud, making it easy on us.
Yeah.
Defense. Yard penalty.
So the ref's mic was breaking up there. It's a face mask, personal foul, 15-yard penalty against Decatur. So Randallstown will move on up to the 40-yard line here.
Tough break there, going in on the play. It's like these quarterback slides, these guys in college. I mean, they're going in committed, so there's nothing you really do. Got his hand caught up. And see how the defense responds here, getting close to midfield.
Yeah. It's a bunch formation here for Randallstown. Goodrum takes a low snap, hands it off. It's number 2 again, and he'll have 2 or 3 yards before he's brought down. Elijah Lee on the carry.
That's a good thing, Randallstown offense, for them to do. That's a nice idea. Slow it down, try and run the football, create some leverage from your offensive line, get a little momentum going in your offense. Slow things down. At least give your, at least give your defense a little bit of a minute or 2
to catch their breath. Exactly. So, Goodrum's going to come to the line here. Looks like there's confusion about what the play is.
Yeah, play clock's running down, and I'm trying to see out of the corner of my eye here.
He's going to go from, I guess it's the pistol. He drops the throw. He's going to feel some pressure. Number 8's got him. Brought him down. Ethan Bradshaw off the corner with the sack.
Hey, a little linebacker blitz there, untouched to the quarterback.
Yeah, he got in there on him quick. Ethan Bradshaw is another guy I'm expecting big things from this year. Had a big summer. A lot of camps for him. Got a lot of interest from some schools, I think, at least based on what I saw on X.
Just a Swiss Army knife type player.
Exactly.
You know, you're moving him all over. I mean, right now he's coming out and guarding a wide out now in trips formation. He's just lined up at linebacker, got a sack. Yeah. So, I mean, he's just all over the defense.
So 3rd and long again. Goodrum drops back. He's going to have trouble again. This line can't stop Decatur. Sack again by number 18, Waylon Hobgood. Kareem Bolden in there as well. It's going to be 4th down once again.
I mean, call it scheme, call it home game adrenaline, or just call it flat-out dominance so far. But I can tell you this, the defensive line right now for the Seahawks is answering the bell and a lot of question marks that you and I had.
Exactly.
I don't know about anybody else, but you and I talked about it quite a bit.
I was not worried about skill positions on offense. I was not worried about defensive backfield. I didn't know up front how we're going to do. We're a little undersized tonight. We're getting it done. So Randallstown's going to have to punt. First time they struggled a little bit. There's a snap. The kick is up. It's not a good kick. It's only going to come out to about the 50. Takes a Randallstown bounce into about the 43 of Decatur. So for the first time tonight, Decatur will start in their own territory. We'll be back in a couple minutes. It's 14-0. Decatur leads. All right, the Decatur offense coming back on the field, starting from their own 44-yard line, and looked unstoppable at this point, up to this point. And if they can go down and score here, it's going to be big trouble for Randallstown. They're going to be in the deep hole. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to throw the ball. So Coleman takes a snap. He throws right away to David Chandler, my fault. Chandler was down, though, when he caught the ball. So.
Yeah, I think it was Evan Copeland that called that. Look, there's your first mistake.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I'm just trying to be like the Vows. I want to make sure, you know, if you make a mistake, we got to call it out.
I had Evan in class, too. He's a real nice kid. My fault, Evan. And my fault, David. I pronounced your name wrong, and it wasn't even him. So.
Hey, you're good. Look, I just had the better angle out of my window. You know what I mean?
So 2nd down here and 10. No gain on that one. And we got a bunch formation. Looks like, no, we got 5 wideouts. Bunch on the left. Bryson takes a snap. He's going to run to the left. He's got room out there. He's down to the 40. He breaks the tackle. And they said he was out of bounds. Out of bounds at the 38 of Randallstown.
Right there is where you see high-level Power 5 Division I football athleticism come out.
It's no joke.
I mean, and it doesn't look like he's actually moving that quick for how big he is.
Exactly. Right. He takes those long strides.
Right.
But, Coleman's been dominating since hang on. Honeytown calls timeout. Bryson's been he's been dominating his whole career, you know, since he's a freshman. As a wideout, you know, we had Ashton Snellsire taking snaps behind the line at quarterback, and Bryson was a huge part of those teams when he was younger. Took over as quarterback last year, and he's just been unstoppable. Just done amazing things.
Well, you know, being successful at a young age, we see a lot of athletes that are really, really good, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, and when other kids hit growth spurts, they fizzle out, or they just don't work hard enough with an inflated ego. Bryson Coleman breaks the mold for a lot of those trends. He's also a top-end scholar.
Exactly.
When you talk about scholar athlete, that's what you're talking about. And all these kids, I mean, Coach Coleman and the staff, you know, and Mr. DeBron's our AD, they're making sure these kids are scholar athletes. Scholar is first, athlete is second. So there's no doubt in that. I see it every day.
He's a great kid. We had him on the baseball broadcast last spring on the SDHS Sports baseball broadcast, and talked to him for a while. It was great talking to him. He's just a well-spoken young man. He's considerate. You would never know this kid's going to a huge SEC football school next year to play tight end, wide receiver hybrid kind of thing, I think is what they're going to use him as. So here we go. We're back. Trey Dorn in the backfield. Bryson takes a snap, hands off to Trey. He cuts left, slips, comes back to the middle, and there's another flag down. I'm not sure if that's going to be a hold.
Sure, illegal, like an illegal man downfield, on the cutback. Sure. I'm not real sure. Let's see what.
It didn't come from where the holding flag normally comes from, so we'll see. Yep. Yeah.
10-yard penalty. Remains first down.
All right, so it was a hold. Sometimes when that running back cuts back, lineman's not expecting it. Defensive lineman takes a different route, and he just grabs on. And,
sure.
I'm not
and
sure.
You can call a hold on every play if you're really, really looking.
Yeah,
and they've done a nice job really not calling a lot of holds early, especially for, high school football.
Yeah, early season high school football too. So Dorn in the backfield again. He goes in motion, lines up next to Bryson Coleman. He takes a snap. He drops. He's going to throw to his right. He's looking long. Ball kind of flutters. Nearly picked off, but then drops. And that was the young man who's got the offer from Minnesota. Yeah, that was Kendall Dorsey on the defensive side, but that was Evan Copeland.
Yeah, Evan did a nice job going up over Dorsey, who's 6'4".
Yeah. Made sure he didn't pull that down.
And
almost had to play defense, and we got another hold.
Another hold. All right,
as soon as you talked about
as soon as I said it, now they can't keep the flag in the pocket.
Right.
Hey, that's all right.
That's all right. So
they're working on their craft too.
Exactly. So look, we got Nate McDaniel left tackle. It looks like, right? We got Reed Phillips at left guard. We got my main man Garrett Maloney at center. Only a junior. These guys are young. I can't see the right side of the line. Is that a 63 or 53? I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I know Anthony Burke is playing right tackle over there, number 52. Yep. Oh, it's 63. We don't have.
I don't have a
63 on the roster or on our program.
So we're gonna have an offside here. Number 55 on.
5-yard penalty. First down.
Encroachment on the defense there. Number 55 jumped.
And a little sloppy on both sides of the line right now.
The
adrenaline is coming down for both teams. Right. So you're obviously going to get a little sloppy there once that adrenaline rush comes down. Get back into a rhythm on both sides of the line.
So we got 5 wideouts here. Coleman in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He's going to throw to his left, looking for number 4, but that was Zachary Baker. Yet another great athlete that these guys can run out there. Zachary Baker is just a phenomenal athlete. He's got serious springs on the basketball court. Quick.
They're coming at you all the angles. The reason why they got 5 guys wide every time is you got 5 elite athletes for Bryson to throw to. So, and the line's holding their own right now. Randallstown not bringing any extra pressure. So they're going to have to get creative.
Yeah, so Baker goes in motion. Bryson pulls it down. He's going to run it himself. He's going to be pulled down after a gain of about 4 maybe. It's going to be 3rd down and about 10.
You want to be smart here. I mean, maybe try and get yourself, a big chunk play, get to the 30 and see what Eastlack can do.
Yeah.
So
actually, it's 3rd down and 20.
Okay.
I was looking at the wrong marker, but that's the end of the first quarter. Decatur's leading 14-0. We'll come back in just a minute with more Decatur football on SDHS Sports. All right, we're coming back in the start of the second quarter. It's been all Decatur so far, but now they got 3rd and 19 from the Randallstown 47-yard line. Coleman in the backfield. He's going to drop the throw into the wind. He throws short to Gavin Salito, though. He's got some blockers. It's going to be a stretch for him to be able to make it all the way down to the first down marker. He's dropped right around the
35-yard line or so. Yeah. Bryson did a nice job. I mean, if you replay that back, then you'll be able to see that Bryson did a nice job. He let the defense get all the way to him and created a nice little bubble screen there for Caden.
Yeah. So they're going to go for it, despite the fact we got Brogan Eastside. We got that stiff wind blowing right in his face now, going the opposite direction here, and or maybe they're not going to go for it. So we got something going on the other side of the field right now. Got an official's timeout. They've called the trainer over to the other side of the field. So we're going to take a second. We'll come right back. 14-0 here at the beginning of the second quarter. Decatur leads. All right, we're coming back in now. Both teams back on the field after the officials' timeout. Decatur 4th down here and about 7-8 to go. Coleman's going to be in the shotgun again with Trey Dorn in the backfield with him. 4th and 7. Coleman takes a snap. He drops the throw. He's got some pressure coming. He lays it out there. It's going to be caught by Gavin Salito.
What a catch.
But the flag's down, and that very well may be offensive pass interference. I think he pushed off. We'll see.
I don't know, 50-50 ball like that. I mean, that's a tough penalty to throw right there. I mean, and Bryson stood in there, took the hit from 2 defenders. Did a really good job.
Let's see what he says here. Should have a call coming in a second.
I mean, I think that's 2 guys battling it out there. I mean, it was handsy all the way. The ball was floating, so
we'll
see what the call is here. Yeah, they picked it up, I think, Mike.
Yeah.
So if you got the replay, show it.
So when I saw it in real time, I thought Gavin pushed off on him. Obviously, Coach Croto doesn't agree. I don't know if you heard it on the broadcast or not, but we're going to be backed up 15 yards here, and now it's going to be 4th and real long. So Bryson's
you get a ball put up there and thrown up like that. 2 guys, I mean, they're battling it out both sides of the ball. I mean, the very last guy that comes off is Caden. So, I mean, that's a tough penalty there.
Yeah. Did you run the replay? No replay? No replay on that. But
looks like that. But I spoke too soon. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah. I thought from my, just watching that, I thought Salito pushed off. But who am I but a fake commentator? So Bryson's going to punt now from his own 50 to snap, kick. Not only does he run, throw, catch, he also kicks. This one's going to bounce down inside the 30-yard line where Randallstown will take over. So 14-0, 10:35 to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back. All right, we're back in here. Randallstown football from their own 29-yard line, trailing 14-0. Haven't been able to produce much offensively so far, anyway. And
flipping sides, we'll see with the wind at their back what Randallstown does. See if they put the ball in the air a little bit to the Dorsey kid or a couple of their other tough wideouts right now. We'll see.
Yeah, so there's a handoff again. They've given it to Elijah Hill, and he has not been able to find much all night long. Same thing here. He's brought down almost immediately. Maybe a loss of 1 even.
Yeah, very vanilla play calls. I know you want to feel it out. Let the first half kind kind of write its own script, you know. And I mean, they've got their plays drawn up, but they're definitely attacking what we thought would be the weakness of our interior line, and they're holding up strong. So now you want to see them. If they want to try and get the ball downfield, they're going to have to try something different.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it was evident on Bryson's throw there with the pass interference. That ball, when you're trying to throw into that wind, it is holding that ball up. That ball floated too, just like we've seen from Randallstown. But here's a low snap, and Goodrum's just got a fall on it, and that's going to be another loss for them.
I mean, blood in the water right there, ball on the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys are in attack mode right now on defense. So, yep.
So it's another 3rd down and long for Randallstown, 3rd and 16 this time. They haven't been able to get it to their main weapon, Dorsey, at all up to this point. And we've really been playing them one-on-one. I don't think we've been doubling them or anything, but just haven't been able to get the ball to them. So we'll see what they do here. 3rd and long.
Not in the game plan. I mean, I know we do a nice job scheming out guys, but, I mean, they've not really tried to get the ball in his hands at all.
Yeah. So here goes 3rd and long. Drops, throws, and they throw in his direction this time. And
Good
that
D.
is knocked away. No flags. I thought there might have been some contact, but there was not. That ball's knocked away. Trey Dorn back there. Who else is that? Number 5.
Yeah,
Marion Manuel.
Yeah, Mari.
Marion.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up 4th down.
And you see Mari slip over there. He sees the quarterback's eyes. They're going to Dorsey, trying to get a big play with their big gun. And he gets over there, and 2 guys on one is always a nice percentage of knocking the ball or deflecting it out of the play.
Yeah.
So
another great player. Lineage of Manuel's there, right? Azavion, right? Graduated last year. Yeah. Manuel. So some great Manuels have come through this program. Marion's another one. So here's David Chandler on the punt return.
Oh, big block.
A couple blocks, and he's going to bring it all the way back to the 40-yard line. Man, one guy just got blown up in the middle of the field, and he's down for Randallstown. That's number 25. That'll be Jonathan Hughes. I should know that guy. He's down. So it's going to be Decatur ball on the Randallstown about 40-yard line. We'll come back in just a minute. All right, we're coming back in. Number 25 is walking off. Looks like he's going to be mostly okay. Jonathan Hughes, we're glad to see him walking off under his own power. It's going to be Decatur ball on the Randallstown 38-yard line. We'll see what they can do. First 2 drives, they took straight down. 3rd drive stalled when they got in some penalty issues and had an offensive pass interference. But good starting position right now for sure. Great field position.
I mean, field position, they're winning that battle. I mean, you can't ask for more.
Yeah, and we just talked about Amari Manuel defense. Now he's in the offensive backfield here, so we'll see. Bryson Coleman in the familiar shotgun. Kareem Bolden comes in motion. Coleman takes a snap. It's going to be an option style play, but he cuts it back up the middle. He's going to have about 8 yards, 9 yards.
Yeah, he's close to the line of game right there. That was a nice QB keep.
Yeah.
7, 8 yards a clip on run so far for the Seahawks. So that's what you want on first down, especially going with this one. I mean, the wind's picking up, like you said. Not too many big hitters right now.
Yeah.
Just be methodical. Get down in the red zone and do your thing.
So Manuel in the backfield again. Coleman coming from the shotgun. 2nd down and short here. There's a snap. The give to Manuel, who breaks to the right. He's got a little bit of room there. He's going to get the first down a little bit more. Nice gain there. About 9 yards, about average.
And Mari Manuel, I mean, both sides of the football now announcing his presence with a little bit of authority here. He's making plays, flying around both sides. And, you got a hot hand. You might as well get the ball to him.
Look, this offense
see what you can do.
Difficult enough to stop. We find a home run hitter in the backfield, it's going to be something serious. We haven't had that for a few years, probably since Zamir Handy, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then you go back with the Tate lineage. We talk about lineage, you know.
Right. And we're going back. Bryson pulls it down. He cuts it up the middle. It's going to be about 4 yards, maybe 5.
The QB keep running it right down their throat. I mean, he's getting in those gaps. It looks like we got another player down. I think he's up now.
Yeah. So down inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line here. 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Just a little bunch formation here with Manuel in the backfield. We can see the right side of the line now.
Yeah, look 52. For a little misdirection here in corner face, see where Tribe is.
We still don't have a number on number 63, do we? Bryson drops. He's going to throw for the corner of the end zone. Wide open over there is Ethan Bradshaw, and that's a touchdown.
I had the corner fade call.
Yeah, you did.
Had the wrong player.
Yeah, that's okay. 1 out, 2 ain't bad.
Shout out. I hope all my boys are listening to that, right? I'll take 1 out of 2. With that little baseball lineage there. Nice little lingo. Nice job.
He dropped it right in there, Ethan Bradshaw, for the touchdown. He was wide open in the corner of the end zone there. So Decatur's up 20-0, and this was just not expected. I did not expect this. So
the line is, I think the credit goes to the offensive and defensive line here.
He's only been touched once on a drop back that I can remember. Took a little bit of a hit on that one pass, but aside from that, untouched. And Eastlak's extra point is good. Decatur 21-0, 6:42 left to go. We'll be right back on SDHS Sports YouTube channel. All right, we're coming back. Decatur about to kick off. It'll be Randallstown ball here in just a second. Eastlak with 3 touchbacks already. He's kicking it into the wind this time. We'll see what he can do with a strong wind in his face.
Yeah, this is what I've been most looking forward to. Ooh,
and it's a little chipper,
trickery.
Little chipper.
Yeah, he's got it.
And who's got it?
I think they've got it.
I think Decatur's got it.
Yeah, I think we've got it.
I think David Chandler comes up with it, and that's not David Chandler. It is David Chandler.
It is. It's David, yeah.
All right, so a little trickery from Decatur there, a little pooch kick. They call that a pooch kick. What do they call it, a squibber?
Hey, Coach Coleman, whether good, bad, or indifferent, not afraid to use Eastlak as a weapon there. I mean, you see that ball. I mean, he hits the top of the ball perfectly and gets the apex up, 15, 20 feet up and gives his guys a chance to get underneath of it. That's an absolute heck of an onside kick right there.
Nobody expecting it. It's demoralized. Now we got a penalty against Stephen Decatur. So what do you say, fair catch interference? Did that guy signal for a fair catch? I don't think he did. I think he was turned around trying to catch it with his arm up in the air. I don't think
he's standing there trying to fair catch that football.
So. No.
I mean, you're talking about a guy who's probably playing number 12. You know, he's a linebacker. Khalil Prince is a linebacker. I mean, he's not standing there taught to to fair catch that onside kick. I mean, he's trying to do his best to just try and gather it in. That's
so a little break for Randallstown there because that would have been super demoralizing. But we're going to have to – Decatur's going to kick again. So we'll re-kick.
See what he does now. Ego says you go right back to it and try it again. I don't know.
Right.
But you can't get too cute. Boy, that's a tough break there.
Yeah.
Executed well, I think, on our side.
They're going to try the same thing again, but this time it's fielded. That was definitely a fair catch. Number 22 pulls it in. That's David Sawyer.
You know, funny, here's where we go to a little bit of, our story time that we talk about. My father-in-law was a member of the first graduating class of Randallstown High School.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. Yep, he was a member of the graduate. I'm not going to say the year. I think I got some in-laws up there listening now on YouTube. Poppy, he's Poppy. Poppy, I'm not going to say the year. I won't say it. But, you looked good in your grad photo, that's for sure.
So good field position this time for Randallstown on the 50-yard line, just across the 50-yard line in Decatur territory. I don't think they've been in Decatur territory all night long. So we'll see if they can get something going this time. This could be a big break for him. Goodrum takes it. He's only going to get maybe a yard there. Swallowed up almost immediately by number 59, Eric Breaka. Back in Decatur.
Back from Parkside. Who's going to be towing the tip up on the pitcher's mound for Decatur baseball this year?
I can't wait to see him on the baseball
Luz McLaughlin and Kinnear and some of these guys.
Yeah.
And,
they just reload, man.
Pump the brachias. Yeah. He's back in town.
So 2nd and 9 for Randallstown. Goodrum still in there at quarterback in the shotgun, maybe the pistol. He's got number 7 in the backfield with him now, Delano Todd.
It looks like a little trouble or a little decoy with the play call. Now he's going under center now, or readjusting the line here.
A couple times he seemed a little frustrated with the play calls coming in and not coming in as fast as he liked. He pulls it down here, though. He gets a few yards. He's going to be dragged down by, looks like,
Bradshaw again, yeah.
Salido and Bradshaw again, yeah. And Salido comes up a little slowly.
I mean, on the QB keep coming, really both guys, Bradshaw coming from the other side of the line. So
it's going to be 3rd down, about 6 yards, maybe 7.
It's the first kind of test here for the defense, see what they can do on a relatively short 3rd down hold here, or attempted hold. Let's see what they can do. I don't know if they're going to dial up any pressure or not. And keep your eye on Dorsey, like we said. If they're –
So here's Woodrum. I've been calling him Goodrum, but it's Woodrum. He's going to take it himself. He's going to run to the right. He's going to have the 1st down and then some before he's brought down at about the 33. So my apologies to the family of Malik Woodrum. If you were listening, I apologize for calling him Goodrum.
Well, it was a Goodrum run for Woodrum.
It was,
that's for sure.
So nice run for a 1st down there, and they are they're starting to threaten. They're down to the 34-yard line of Decatur.
Yeah, putting together a nice drive here, recovered, not real sure about that first little poocher onside that they did.
Yeah.
A good test for the defense here.
So Woodrum comes to the line. 1st down and 10 here on the 34 of Decatur. He takes a snap. He hands it off. Inside to Elijah Lee again, who is brought down after about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, couple good chunk runs here on this drive for the Randallstown Rams. They're just trying to establish some sort of rhythm. Line's getting some good push.
Yeah.
But it seems like, it looks like there could be a little bit gas. They're play calls are coming in just a share late. They're switching personnel in and out.
A lot of hands on hips.
Yeah,
right
giving our defense plenty of time to get set, get a good read on what they're trying to do. So.
Yeah. So he's got Elijah Lee deep. Woodrum from the pistol takes a snap, hands it off to Lee. Nice run again. It's going to have about 6 or 7 yards before he's brought down around the 20-yard line. So they're getting something going. You know, that call on that kick is huge. If Decatur gets that ball, they haven't been able to stop the Decatur offense all night long. If they get that ball and take it down, it's 28-0 in the first half. It's not looking good.
I mean, you got, you know, that would, I mean, at least if we put points on the board, it's 4 scores, a 4-score minimum. So they, I mean, they've done a nice job. I mean, they're capitalizing right now, and they're not trying to be too cute. Like we said, they've stuck with their game plan. It's working right now. I mean, they're obviously down 3 scores, but
if they can go in at 21-7, that wouldn't be a terrible thing for them to be. And then a fumbled snap from Woodrum. He's going to be in trouble. Number 65's got him. They wrapped him up, brought him down. Number 65, Nicholas Sirocco, takes him down.
Just a momentum killer.
Yeah.
Just a momentum killer.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about, you know, butchered snaps and things like that, false starts and holds.
And now you find yourself second and long again. 2nd and 16.
And you think they're in 4. I mean, I would assume on the road they're 4-down territory here.
Yeah, I would agree.
Try and get in the end zone and get at least 6.
Yeah.
Still doing a nice job keeping Dorsey out of the mix here.
Yeah. Woodrum drops back. He's under pressure again. He's going to roll to the right and run. Salito's after him. He's got a nice gain here down to about the 14, maybe the 13-yard line before he's chased down by Salito.
Yeah, pretty much a optimal outcome there when you're talking about 2nd and 16 and you're driving. I mean, looking for a 3rd and short to get into at least 4th down and short.
Yep.
You know, to try and get the ball into the blue end zone.
So it's going to be about 3rd and 4 now for Randallstown. On the Decatur, can't tell exactly where they are.
I think they're on like the 11 or the 10 and a half.
12, yeah. So Woodrum takes the snap, hands off, and
they held him.
Lee is not going to get there. I think he's short too. He's definitely short by a couple yards. So it's going to be a 4th down situation for them.
Yeah, held for no gain there. That was telling you, man. Defensive line and especially the interior guys.
Yeah.
You know, they're really, really, really doing a nice job. I mean, big Nick Sirocco.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not necessarily putting up a bunch of tackle numbers, but he's drawing at least a center and 1 guard every single play.
Right. So timeout Randallstown. They're threatening, but it's 21-0 Decatur. We'll be right back. All right, so we're coming back here. I got two shout-outs. Who was that? Can you hit me with that again? Mr. and Mrs. Who? David Dotson, Mrs. and Mrs. Who? He's not going to tell me. He wanted me to do 2 shout-outs, but they didn't tell me. So we missed the play trying to get the shout-outs from him. Looks like a 1st down for Randallstown is going to be inside the 10 here on the run. So we'll try to get those shout-outs from David Dotson in a minute.
Yeah, quick draw there off to ran off the right gap. So
they're threatening inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Well, little personnel switch here. I don't know if they're going to get him in.
Woodrum takes a snap. He's looking to his right. He's got pressure.
Oh, big play.
David Chandler.
Ooh.
Oh, and then he gets just blown up. David Chandler the first to get there, and then Sully Alker just blows him up.
Well, Sully ran about 40 yards on that play because he got subbed in about 2 seconds before the snap went off. He goes all the way from our sideline over to the Seahawk Road sideline.
So now Randallstown is going to call a 2nd time. I'm going to try to get some clarification on these shout-outs from my man David Dotson here. Hey, David. Who am I shouting out here? Andrew Dotson. Shout out to Andrew Dotson. And who? Mrs. K. Russo. Shout out to Andrew Dotson and Mrs. K. Russo from David Dotson, one of the guys who is really instrumental in this broadcast here. David and Ron Kinnair just put in so much time working with the scoreboard, working with the YouTube broadcast, and we got this young lady who was just cutting we cut away from it just in time. They were getting ready to go off.
It's really turned into quite that atmosphere here on Friday nights.
It really is. It's a quintessential American football.
That Kent Island game, I know we came a little bit short there against them at home last year, but you're talking about 2,500 people.
Yeah.
I mean, it was absolutely packed in here. I mean, you look around, I mean, all these guys we teach with and work with. I mean, it really is a nice, for Bayside especially, man, great program here.
Whiteout night here. Decatur is holding their end. So Woodrum throws deep to the left here. He's got a man in the end zone. That's going to be just out of his reach. He was looking for number 2, Elijah Lee. And
Ethan Bradshaw
again. Lee is down on the field. It's the 3rd or 4th player that Randallstown's had down on the field tonight. So we're going to take a minute. Looks like Ethan came down on top of him. We're going to have an injury timeout. So we'll be right back. Decatur leads 21-0, 8 seconds to go in the second quarter. All right, so Elijah Lee's making his way off the field. Looks like he's okay. He's walking off on his own power. So we hope that young man's all right. He's put in a lot of work tonight. Been carrying the ball a lot.
Yeah, he's been definitely brought his lunch pail, that's for sure. Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. I don't know. Look, Mike, we got live. Look. Got the whole sunset with everything laid out. Jimmy Pereni and crew keeping everything nice and tight, looking out there with the grass. Grass has been growing like crazy, man.
Has it?
Wet summer. You know, been cut. I feel like I've cut more grass.
True. In my yard, it has definitely been, for sure.
We're a little dry right now, but it's still growing, so I'm looking forward to that last cut in October.
So 8 seconds left in the second quarter here. Randallstown got 3rd and 21. Should be 3rd and goal. From the 21-yard line. And we'll see. Woodrum's back in that shotgun. He takes a snap, drops back. He's looking. Got a little bit of happy feet because he's had so much pressure. He throws this one up for grabs and goes out of bounds. So that's going to bring up that's actually going to be the end of the second quarter. So there you go. At the end of 2 quarters at halftime, Decatur leads 21-0 in their home opener this year. Stick around at halftime. Enjoy the Stephen Decatur Seahawk Band. We'll be back at the start of the third quarter, folks. Thanks for joining us on SDHS Sports. All right, folks, we're getting ready for the third quarter here. Decatur leading 21-0 at the half. Bryson Coleman naturally did some big stuff. Ran for one touchdown, threw for another to Ethan Bradshaw. Trey Dorn had a touchdown on the ground as well. 3 extra points, 3 touchbacks for Brogan Eastlack. Dominant defensive performance as well, pitching a shutout there. And I think Randallstown only had the ball in our territory one time.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, you can just say offensive line, defensive line, the guys that are in there gritting and gutting it out. I mean, they announce their presence with authority right off the jump and lets our skill guys do their thing. You know what I mean? And I think we didn't do any keys to the game like we get to sit down and do for baseball.
Right.
But if we had one key, if we had put that together, I think shutting down Kendall Dorsey, 2025 University of Minnesota Gopher commit, limiting him to, I think he had 1 catch.
I don't remember 1 catch.
2 targets and 1 catch. I think it was like a 6 yards. I think it was like a little 6-yard in route, and then another target, and that's it. Yeah. I mean, he's 6. I mean, you look at him; he's 6'3", probably 215.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he's committed to University of Minnesota, but
is
they didn't get the ball to him.
Is he offered? I'm not sure. He's committed.
Maybe he's not committed. He might just be offered.
I'm not sure.
But I mean, either way, that's Power 5 talking to you. So.
Yeah. All right, Randallstown won the coin toss at the beginning of the game. They elected to receive, so they'll be kicking now. And this kick's going to come down into the hands. It looks like David Chandler, who's going to run to the right. He's going to get out to the 20. He's got some room. He cuts it back. Look out. David Chandler crossed to the 50-yard line before he's finally dragged down by the kicker. And that's nice to see. David Chandler, serious athlete there. Picked up an injury early last season, so we didn't get to see what he could do on the football field, but obviously he's got some sauce. Great start to the third quarter.
I mean, hats off to Toriano Allard. I mean, the kicker, listed as only the kicker for Randallstown Rams. I mean, he gets over and stops David right on the 50-yard line, because otherwise that ball is going for 6.
Exactly so. Decatur offense will come up once again with good field position. I think all their drives except for one started in Randallstown in the Randallstown side of the field. Bryson Coleman back at quarterback. Trey Dorn in the backfield with him. We're going 4 wide outs. Dorn goes in motion now. It's 5 wide outs. Coleman takes a snap, pulls it down, runs up the middle. He's dragged down immediately for no gain by number 52, who's quite excited about it. Number 52, Antoine Toney.
That's a big tackle there. I mean, that direct snap QB keep has worked. I mean, they were getting 7-8 yards a thump, in the first half on that. I mean, Coach Croto going to it right. I don't blame him. That's a heck of a play right there, to keep that at a minimal gain.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be second down, about 10 yards to go. Coleman takes a snap. He's going to throw, and it's short for Trey Dorn. And that's going to bring up third down and long.
A little flat-footed there by Bryson, uncharacteristic. Trey did slip a little bit, but the ball, I mean, if you hit in the numbers there, I mean, a little quick hitter, probably 5-6 yards. Trey's got enough athleticism to turn around and get to first.
He was pretty wide open, too, so he may have been able to turn around and take it a little bit. That's going to bring up third and about 10 for Decatur here.
Trey's still in the backfield, looks like.
4 wide outs. We got number 2, Evan Copeland, split close to us. Tribe on the other side of the field. Salito in the slot. Coleman drops the throw. Looks across the middle, and that ball's going to be knocked away. Pass was intended for number 1, Kareem Bolden.
Yeah, Khalil Pierce, nice job in coverage there. I mean, linebacker, usually he's been playing as a downhill linebacker, got thrown out in coverage there, did a nice job batting that ball away right on time.
So 4th down here. It looks like Decatur's going to go for it. You never know, because Coleman's a punter too. He might drop back, but they're lined up with 4 wide outs. Dorn in the backfield again. Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and long.
Bryson doing his little best Randall Cunningham impression tonight.
He does a quick kick there. And catches Randallstown sleeping a little bit. That's going to roll all the way down inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 5. So takes a snap in the shotgun and then kicks it. Randallstown didn't see it coming. They're going to have the ball at their own 5-yard line for their first possession of the third quarter. We'll be right back. All right, we're back with you here. SDHS Sports, Randallstown ball on about their own 6-yard line, looks like. Deep in their own territory to start this drive after the quick pooch punt there by Bryson Coleman. Malik Woodrum still at quarterback, looks like. I don't see, yeah, it looks like Elijah Lee is back in the game, number 2, the running back who was injured earlier.
Yeah, he's back in. Karen said it might have been like a quick stinger, they thought.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Going to monitor it.
Woodrum pulls it down. He's going to run for about 3 or 4 before he's brought down by several Seahawks.
They're fully committed. That was a scouting report we got. They're going to run the football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, their matchup last week was run heavy, both teams.
Yeah.
And, you know, but they're going to need to try and get some points on the board as quick as they can to erase this deficit.
And they're going to have to do it in the third quarter when they have the wind at their back, because if they got to throw into the wind in the fourth quarter, it's not going to be a good thing for them. So who's that coming off? Is that Sully Alker coming off with a bit of a limp
Sully.
there?
Yeah, Sully's might be cramping.
Yeah.
Looks like he has to run on and off. He's run probably 3 miles tonight.
Right. So Woodrum hands it off. And Lee, I think, is swallowed up there for not much gain on second down. And that's going to bring up third down at about 4 probably. Just
handing the ball off. I mean, you're going to need to try and use your weapons. Like we said, you've got Dorsey out there. You know, you've got Rashad Booth out there. Another tall kid, long arms. I mean, he's got green receiver gloves. We're hoping if you're wearing that flashy green gloves, you might be able to catch.
Got to be something serious. So it's actually 3rd and 2 here for Randallstown, deep in their own territory, still at about the 14-yard line. And we'll see what they do here.
Yep. Looks like it might be both Mikes coming up to run blitz.
Oh,
they read that like a book.
Well, it looked like Woodrum went to hand the ball off, and there was nobody there, and he got blown up right away. Who was that? Was that number 10?
Yeah, look, I couldn't tell who was getting in there.
Ezekiel Lawson, I think.
Yeah, Zeke was in there on it. I think Salito came in on the run blitz there too. I mean, they've got him read like a book. They're not throwing the football at all.
It looked like miscommunication in there. Quarterback turned the wrong way, or the running back went the wrong way, missed block, and it got blown up immediately. So they're going to have to punt, which has not been a good thing for them tonight.
Let's see if we're going to try and go after it and see if they can get it here.
And the snap flutters back. There's the kick, and this is a better kick this time. That one's going to float out to about it's going to bounce out to about the 47 where it's going to go dead. And it'll be Decatur ball there at their own 47. 21-0, 8:33 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back. All right, Decatur offense back on the field, starting at their own 47. They've had great field position all night. I think all but 2 drives have started in Randallstown territory. This one just inside their own territory. Coleman with Amari Manuel. He pulls it down, throws over the middle. He hits number 8, Ethan Bradshaw, for a nice gain there. It's going to be a first down plus some. About a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, excellent RPO. Bryson pulls it back, hits Bradshaw in stride on the slant across the middle. Yeah. The Swiss Army knife for a big 20-yard gain there.
And look, Bryson is a maestro in this offense, man. Even when he's playing wide receiver, he's getting reps at quarterback. In blowout games, he was getting time in the game at quarterback. And he's just got this thing mastered, man. He's reading the right people. He's pulling it when he needs to and running. He's throwing when he needs to. And Ethan Bradshaw, what a game he's having.
Yeah, both sides of the football. I mean, we've got plenty on the roster, and it's just hard to crack the lineup. Oh, there's a big, nice run stop there.
I say that, and then I'm not sure if that was a wrong read or what, but a handoff to Amari Manuel and loses about 2 yards, 3 yards, 5 yards.
I think it was 4.
4 yards. All right, 4, 3, 2, 5, 1, 6.
We're not math guys. No. Kinnear is, but he's ignoring us tonight. Yeah. It's a little more high stress than baseball.
It is.
Yeah.
So
nothing.
It's 2nd and 14 now on the 36-yard line. Coleman puts Bolden in motion. It's going to be an option to the right. And Bryson's going to keep it. And he's going to gain maybe 4 before he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Coach Coleman drawing up his Coach Fleetwood CSD days with a run read option right. Okay, Coach Fleet would say, if you can't see it, then you just pitch it, okay? You get rid of football, you can't pitch it 5 yards, you throw it 20 yards, okay?
The legendary
The
Coach
legend,
Fleetwood.
the legend. I hope he's listening and liking my impression.
Too, yes.
Probably preparing for a big matchup tomorrow.
What a great coach. I think he's 3-time state champ at Cambridge, right? Had that program rolling for so many years before Jay Coleman came and stepped in. I'm not sure if he followed Fleetwood or if it was the guy after the guy that followed Fleetwood.
Maybe Kermit Hines?
No, it wasn't Kermit. I know that.
Kermit.
So Coleman rolls right, throws the ball, and that's going to be complete. A nice catch there on the sideline by number 2, Evan Copeland. Nice play right there.
Yeah, and I think looked like he got both feet down.
Can we get a replay? Ron's trying to pull up.
We can't get. I don't know if we can get it live streamed yet, but
here it comes.
Oh, here we go. Ooh.
Can't tell from there. It looks like if his feet are in.
He had possession. I'm not sure if he had a foot down or not.
Doesn't matter.
But it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It is a first down. You heard announcer Jamie Greenwood with his signature first down call. And Decatur will have first down and 10 on the 22-yard line of Randallstown. On the move again. And you got to think, with the wind blowing the way it's blowing, if Decatur goes in and gives up 28-0, that's going to be a lot to ask for Randallstown to be able to come back.
Exactly. 4 scores. 3 enough, and the clock is not on is not your friend right now.
Yeah. So Bryson pulls it, throws it over the middle, and I think the guy ran it. I think was that Kareem that ran into the referee.
Yeah,
it was tipped.
Intended receiver ran into the official, and the ball was deflected. Drop ball and
picked off. And Bolden is down.
Just multiple tough luck occurrences there on that throw.
Yeah. We get the replay on that one.
Heck of a play. That ball's floating there. That's big for Randallstown. That saved basically game-saving play right there. So
Kareem looks like he's all right, man. That referee didn't budge. Kareem,
he did not.
The referee did not move.
He did not. He just looks like he's ready to. He didn't move.
I just missed the replay.
I did too. Sorry, I was looking out at
I was
the
too.
field.
But it looked like he ran into the referee. But
I don't know if Tom Hinkle or Martinek over at the Drive pool can replay it on their computer and shoot us a text message.
So it looks like
they've critiqued us all night, so we need their help. Shoot us, a lot of text message critiques coming in.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah,
you can show it to me later.
Yeah,
looks like Kareem's okay. Here comes. Hey, that's us.
Where are we?
There we go.
There we go.
What's up?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that? I didn't wear my Decatur football shirt. I'm repping
We're
my
sweating,
daughter's
man.
school.
Just want to see if
repping High Point University up here in the booth
High
tonight.
Point.
Let's go. It's Worcester Goes Purple Friday, so All right, so it's Huntingtown ball on the 23-yard line of Decatur, their own 23-yard line, and Woodrup's
he's
gonna
streaking.
throw long. That's going to be way overthrown over everybody. So they tried to catch Decatur sleeping, but Decatur had 2 guys back with the intended wide receiver, number 3, Rashad Booth.
It looks like the coaches are kind of hollering at Rashad. Definitely a go route there, trying to get a big hitter, get back into the game. But it looked like he might have been a step slow or something with his route wasn't right, because I can see a couple coaches over there trying to get his attention from over on our side.
Was Delonte Henry on the coverage with Dave and Chandler also back there. Delonte Henry, another, you talk about lineage, we talked about the manuals. Marquis Henry, right, is Delonte's brother, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
they're related.
They're related.
Another. Marquis played here, and is he at Salisbury now?
Yeah, and Darian McCown. I think they're related to Darian.
Okay.
I think they're brothers.
Yeah. All right, so handoff here. Number 8's going to bring him down, Ethan Bradshaw. I saw on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, all summer long, Ethan Bradshaw getting all these reps at camps all over the place at wide receiver. But, man, on the defensive side of the field, he's been a monster.
Man, he's a hybrid. He's pretty much just like I've said it like 3 times tonight, but a Swiss Army knife on both sides of the ball. You talk about not having a player of that capability that you can move around, and especially barring injury, he could be a focal point of any football team's offense on the Eastern Shore.
Yeah. So 3rd and 9 here. Woodrum takes a snap. He's going to throw to the right towards number 2, and it's
on
going
the
to
money.
be incomplete. He was looking for number 2, Elijah Lee. Ball's a little bit high, and that's going to bring up 4th down and long again. Randallstown really just hasn't been able to get anything going tonight. I'm not a football coach, but I'd be trying to get in number 5's hands any way I could. If he's D1 Power 5, I got to offer. I don't know.
And definitely we've done a nice job scheming him out, our defensive coaches and stuff like that. But, I mean, they haven't even tried to force that. Randallstown hasn't forced the issue to him yet. And, I mean, they're
hasn't been involved at all.
Right.
So.
I mean, you're 20 minutes from riding the bus home.
Yeah. So here comes the punt, and that's going to be down by number 25, Jonathan Hughes, who is back in the game. He was hurt earlier, but he is back in the game, so he's okay, and we're glad to see that. That ball rolls dead around the 25-yard line. Decatur will have their ball there, leading 21-0. 5:53 to go in the 3rd. We'll be back.
All right, everybody, we're so thankful for you all tuning in, giving our Seahawks some support, through YouTube. If you can't make it out here to the stadium for Friday Night Lights, we want to see you this year, but we love that you're tuning in, and we want to make sure we thank all of our sponsors for both the scoreboard and making this happen. We'll go across the top of the scoreboard, like I said, on Hawk Talk. If you're over at Tractor Supply or Napa Auto, which aren't sponsors, you can read the sponsors from their parking lot.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So we got AGH, Atlantic General, obviously a huge factor of healthcare in our community. Park Place Jewelers, go see them, get a ring, for your significant other. Holidays are coming up. Preston Auto Group, all right, they've, all vehicles, they're a big mainstay on the shore. They've been a part of this. And the Bank of Ocean City. Thank you, Bank of Ocean City, for everything you do and all your funding for this as well. We'll get to everybody else here on our next break.
So it looks like we got an official timeout. I'm not sure what's going on here. Decatur was lined up to go on their own 25, and now we got both teams coming off the field for a second. So we can go ahead and read our bottom sponsors as well. We got Taylor Bank, the Town of Ocean City, TEAM Team Productions, and Bradley Atlantic Insurance. Thank you guys for all you do for Decatur sports as well. We have somebody injured. We did have somebody injured. That's number 10, Ezekiel Lawson, coming off the field with a little bit of help. He looks like he's moving all right now. Oh, now he's down again. He was trying to walk off. It looks like he's in a decent amount of pain there. Left leg maybe.
I'm going to cut to you upstairs. Beautiful sunset.
Yeah, we don't know what got going on with Zeke. Looks like Karen's trying to get him down. We hope he's doing all right. So, sun just set behind us.
Yeah.
Hoping for cooler temperatures. I'm sorry for all you really hot weather fans out there, but we need a break from this. We need some.
I feel like if we're back in school, it shouldn't be like beach weather, right? It needs to be fall.
Yeah, well, I'm as basic as it gets. I want some pumpkin coffee and pumpkin donut and all that good stuff.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm not doing it when it's 99. Yeah.
So there's a handoff. That's going to be a nice game for number 5, Amarion Manuel, out to the 39-yard line. It's going to be a first down, move the chains. And we got a Randallstown player down, number 5, Kendall Dorsey, is down after the play. Looks like he might have an issue with a leg too. So
warm night, like we just said. I mean, we're halfway up here joking about being warm, but those guys are, trying to stay hydrated. I think a lot of this stuff has got to do with the heat, and the turf is warmer than, just standing over here in the bleachers. So
baking in the sun all day.
Yes.
So I don't know. See if we can see something. I couldn't really see what happened there on the replay, but there you go. There's a good look at our student section. The kids showed up tonight. Whiteout game, looking good over there. Our student section is just phenomenal every game. And I'll tell you what else I've seen after games. Many times I've seen 7, 8, 9, 10 students running through that section with trash bags, picking up all the trash that gets left there after the game. Class stuff.
Yeah, it's what I mean. It's a group effort. It takes everybody, and we play talk about it all the time, and it's part of our little shtick with the wind blowing here at Stephen Decatur, and all your opponents say, well, I know the wind's blowing there, but they clean up, because if it doesn't, it blows into our parking lot.
Yep.
And they really take pride with these students are taking pride with how things are looking around here.
So I think they figured out that they're on the big screen right now. That's a new thing for our students, right? Having that big screen down there. So some of them have shown up. There's assistant principal Trevor Hill. Yes, sir. Looking good.
Yeah. Look, all that is somebody who's worried about his Packers.
Really?
He's worried. He says he's not. He says Jordan Love is just going to step right in. I don't think so.
I don't think so either,
so.
But I hope so.
Yeah.
Not that I'm a fan of the Packers, but I like to see a young man do well. Come in.
He's what did they say? Bowed or bided his time. What's the grammar I'm looking for there?
He's been waiting.
He's been waiting. Yes, absolutely.
So number 5, Kendall Dorsey is limped off the field with some help. We'll try to get maybe if he comes back in the game, we'll let you know. But it's going to be Decatur ball, 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line, with 5:40 left in the third quarter. Clock's running.
Just got a text from long time, and I guess legendary wrestling coach Todd Martin. He wasn't even paying attention when we just asked him that question. He was not paying attention. So
another nice run for Amarion Manuel. They might have found something here with this guy. He just picked up another first down. About a 15-yard run there. So Decatur moves into Randallstown territory here.
Just gashing them with the clock tick-tocking off.
Yeah, exactly.
And just bleeding it out. I mean, you want to see them get all the way down, punch it in, put some points on the board. You've gone, almost a full quarter's worth of time now with no points. So,
yeah, after a fast start, they kind of let off the gas a little bit here. And they go back to him again. Why not go to the hot hand? He's going to have 5 or so. About 5 yards on the carry there, down to the 41.
Yeah, Maury, little bell cow work tonight.
Yeah, and that's something we haven't seen from this team the last couple of years. A couple of years ago with Snellsire at quarterback, we only ran the ball one time one game. I think we threw it 50 times and ran it once.
Right.
So if we can have that aspect of the game going for us.
Even if it's 10 to 15 carries, a little bit of a rhythm there, and then that helps, create mismatches for, guys you plug in if you're going to run a bubble screen, you're going to try and run a go route.
Yep.
Get somebody that when they're in the game like Maury right now, defense is looking at him for handoffs. And
you don't want to take the ball out of Bryson's hand. That's your guy. But yeah, it's nice to have a guy that can carry the ball and get 5 yards a pop. And he's got it again here out to the left. And another good gain, cuts it back, and he's going to have another first down. They're just feeding him.
Yep. Yeah, I don't like referencing a long-time enemy and Dallas Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott.
We got
don't even go there
on our roster, right? Don't we have an Ezekiel?
Yeah, we
Elliott
do, and I like him a heck of a lot more than the one that's in New England right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, but feed me.
Feed
right?
him.
Yeah.
Yep, feeding Maury right now.
Until they prove they can stop him.
I'll make sure I say that to him on Monday. So.
Okay. So he comes out for a little breather. Trey Dorn back in the backfield here. Is that Delonte Henry split out close to us, right? Number 7? No, that's number 2. My fault. They give it to Trey Dorn, and he's going to push ahead for about 4 or 5.
Starting to see a little bit of run at will, imposing their will.
Yeah.
The linemen are going downhill. They're not having to drop back in pass coverage, which wears your offensive lineman out a lot more than getting into a solid run gain. And
it's nice to see, man. Like I said, you haven't seen this from a Decatur team here in a couple of years, really.
Number 10 of Randallstown has to sit out for one play. His helmet came off.
Okay, so Cameron Perk's got to come off the field for just a second. For one play, his helmet came off. He'll be back in. No injury, just
precaution.
Yep, helmet came off. So Dorn still in the backfield. Bryson in the shotgun. See if they keep pounding it. He gives it to Dorn. This time they were ready for it. Doesn't go anywhere. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 5.
2 minutes, 45 seconds-ish or so left in the third quarter. You might want to see something now. Routes are getting a little bit jammed up, but maybe, a little RPO, right? Run pass option out there. See if they bite again. Get the linebackers to bite and see if you can get a little
play action.
Play action, something like that.
Guys start creeping up toward the line, opens up the long ball. So And we're in tribe-wise territory here. You know, you throw it up in that end zone, let him go get it. We'll see what happens here on 3rd and 4. And we got,
I think encroachment.
Yep.
Should be encroachment there.
That's going to be a first down.
Gotta love Bryson there. Hard clap, hard count.
Yep.
You know, set by design, most likely.
We can't really talk about what they do, but that was definitely by design.
By design. Sure. By design, yeah.
So draws the encroachment there. 5-yard penalty. It's going to be first down Decatur.
Yeah, Coach Coleman and Coach Croto haven't been real kind with us trying to pick their brain a little bit. I don't know if
Really?
they feel the snow hill, me, can start relaying some information. I don't know. Not going to do that. So
Coach Blasco, offensive line coach, he talked a little bit. He was a little worried because Randallstown had already played a game. He feels like week 1 to week 2 is a big improvement for high school teams. This one's going long. Tipped in the back of the end zone by number 4, Zachary Baker for the touchdown. What a throw. Dropped it. The defensive back tipped it right into the arms of Zachary Baker. Just another one of those weapons on the outside. He was wide open deep in the back of the end zone, and Bryson Coleman puts it on him for his 2nd touchdown pass of the night. Decatur goes up 27-0.
Yeah, but when your defense, you're getting gashed by the run, gash, 8, 10, 12, 15 yards a clip. You think they're not going to stop. Boom, next thing you know, Zachary, is 5 yards deep in the end zone with nobody around and catches a tip ball for a TD. Yeah. That's great scheme work right there.
So extra point coming up for Brogan Eastlack, 3 for 3 tonight. High snap. This one gets off, and it is good. 28-0. Decatur leads. A minute, 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back on SDHS Sports. All right, coming back here. A minute 40 left in the 3rd quarter. Decatur, look at time. A lot of time off the clock on that last drive. Ended with a touchdown pass from Bryson Coleman to Zachary Baker in the back of the end zone. 28-0. They lead now. Brogan Eastlack about to kick off into the winds. Really a dominant performance on both sides of the ball. This one's kind of chipped up short, caught by number 5 there. Number 5, Kendall Dorsey, is going to take it back to about the 34-yard line. So finally, Mr. Dorsey gets, and then we got a late flag that comes in. Mr. Dorsey gets a touch, and he's brought down about the 34-yard line. So
look at Mr. Purnell standing there. Miss Garden. Who we got? Oh my gosh!
Up on the screen.
Up on the big screen.
Love it.
Mr. Purnell, fine quarterback here for Stephen Decatur back in the day. 04 grad.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, Randallstown. 15-yard penalty.
So 15-yard penalty for unnecessary roughness against Randallstown. Maybe a little bit of frustration here.
Yeah, you're down 4 scores.
Yeah.
It's still hot. I mean, the sun has gone down and it's cooled off a little bit, but it's still hot. The pads are getting heavy.
Yeah.
Your Under Armour, whatever you got, your undergarments, they're soaked.
Yeah.
You're just uncomfortable, and you're really getting, kind of taking a hard L right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a little frustration there. But it's to be expected. This is football, man.
Exactly.
No friends.
No. So it looks like I'm trying to see how many starters are still out there for Decatur, but this is a handoff to Elijah Lee, and he's going to be out close to a first down. That is going to move the chains. So first down run there. Best game of the night for Elijah Lee, who's been done the bulk of the ball carrying for Randallstown.
Yeah, Randallstown, I mean, they looked apart, man, I tell you. You know, it's just
– That's some big dudes.
Long ride. They've been overmatched right from the jump. But, I mean, they've got plenty of size, and they play a tough schedule. And the new coaching staff, you know, is going to lead them, you know, to better Friday nights, that's for sure.
Yeah. So handoff to Lee again. He's going to push ahead for 2 or 3. Not much going on there, as there really hasn't been all night. Dominant performance up front for Decatur's defense. So I'm seeing number 13, Jack Bradley, out there now. I haven't seen him much tonight. Sophomore.
Yeah, sophomore.
Good-sized kid. Also plays tight end, I think. I'm trying to see who else is out there now.
Yeah, I think I see Plumlee's out there.
Okay.
I think he's playing the linebacker right now. Number 27, Danny.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's 18? We got Waylon Hobgood. He's been in there tonight. I've seen him a good bit. And Kareem Bolden is back out there, so I guess that leg is okay after he collided with the referee there. So Woodrum takes a snap. He drops. He's going to throw long. Nice-looking pass, but it's going to be overshot, knocked away, and almost intercepted by Zachary Baker. That would have been something.
Yeah, that ball was thrown with some really good zip there. Zachary just obviously caught the touchdown floated touch pass from Bryson Coleman.
Yeah.
You know, on the last possession, so good coverage, almost brought it in.
Best looking pass of the night there for Woodrum.
Yeah, he threw that ball well. That ball came out hot, man.
It did. Looked good. So that's the end of the third quarter. Decatur's leading 28-0. We'll be back on SDHS Sports in a few minutes. Thanks for watching. All right, coming back in, Randallstown ball. There's a shot of our cheerleaders. Proud to say my daughter was one of those last year. Woodrum drops back. He throws, and looked like it was too soon for number 3. Rashad Booth is not ready for it. A little bit behind him, but he didn't seem to be looking ready for the pass, and that's going to bring up 4th and 6 for Randallstown. So I don't know what you do here, 28-0. I guess you go for it.
I mean, you got to, pull everything out of the bag right here. I mean, it's got to be a pass play or try and get your, some sort of bubble screen, get a lineman down there blocking for you, and you're praying for first downs now.
Yeah, pressure coming from the backside. Woodrum's going to be dragged down for the sack by number 1, Kareem Bolden. And it's going to be Decatur ball. Really just such an impressive defensive showing tonight for Decatur.
Just relentless.
Yeah,
I mean, relentless pursuit from every single player. I mean, attacking the ball. They're hunting the football every snap.
Yeah.
Every snap. So.
And, after last year, I don't want to say defense was a weakness. It's not, because our offense is so quick scoring. The defense has to do a lot. They're on the field a lot. But last year, if you had to point to something that was maybe a weakness for this team, is probably the defense, right? Came back to bite us finally in the state semifinal when we just could not stop the run against a great Milford Mill team. And it's encouraging,
it was just something that, we didn't – a lot of our games weren't all that close. I mean, the Kent Island game was relatively close. But, I mean, Easton, we went up there, and they were leading the North. Yeah. We imposed our will there.
That was a great game.
So, I mean, teams weren't really they were having to throw. Teams were having to throw. So we really nobody was keen on being able to run the football, right up the gut, and then we got into that last game, and it just got behind, and that's all we could do.
We
so.
still didn't get a number on number 63, did we, the right guard? Not sure who that is.
And we'll get it.
But the big guys up front, man, Nate McDaniel, Anthony Burke, Garrett Maloney, the guys who don't get talked about a whole lot. Who else is out there? We talked about Anthony Burke.
I think Frankie Boxbaum was out there.
Was he?
Yeah, 51. He was out there at some point. I thought I saw him. Okay, I see him standing here. I thought I saw him out there.
Those guys have dominated all night. Bryson drops the throw. He's
looking
for Kareem Bolden. Perfect pass right through the hands of Bolden. Would have been another touchdown.
It jumped. If there was I don't know if we'll get a replay on that or not. I think Kareem left his feet just a hair too soon.
It was right
just
there.
a hair too soon.
And those two, look, this is their first year playing together. Look, if you've seen basketball highlights of Kareem Bolden, you see what an unbelievable athlete this kid is. I think he's shorter than me. He's listed, I think, he's 6'1", but I think he's shorter than me. I'm watching him in the layup line. He's throwing the ball up, catching it, laying the ball in. He's above the rim. He's not even dunking it. He's dropping the ball in the rim. It's incredible to see. So there's an inside handoff to number 6 now, Donovan Henry. That's his first action tonight.
Yeah, the Henry boys.
Yeah.
I mean, when you hear that last name in varsity football, Decatur,
that's a baller.
They're going to be prepared and ready to go. I mean, that's genetic right there, bud.
So you look at Bryson. He's taking his sweet time. That's a veteran move, right? He's relaxed. He knows his team's up. Just got to run that clock down now. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. It's going to take as much as he can and just let that clock go. 3rd down and 7 for about the 25 of Randallstown. And here's the snap to Bryson. He rolls left. He's looking. He's got a man wide open, and that's Tribe Wise in the end zone for the touchdown. Decatur goes up 34-0. Bryson with his 3rd touchdown pass. Just weapons all over the field.
Plenty of time. I mean, he has a pocket set for him, just a couple strides to his left, leaves the pocket, and Tribe-wise, you knew you were going to be calling his name with a touchdown of some kind during a football game, and he gets on the score sheet there.
Yeah. Bryson just directing traffic. You saw him point. Told Tribe to go out toward. There's Principal Teddy Sites. Tom Sites. Teddy's his son.
Teddy's dad.
Teddy
Tom.
Teddy Tom. Teddy.
Yeah, the oldest Sites.
Yeah. So Brogan Eastlake puts the extra point through his 5th of the night. Decatur 35, Randallstown nothing. 10:40 left in the 4th quarter. The clock now, because of the 30-point deficit, the clock will not stop. So it's just going to keep running, even though it's a dead ball right now. So we'll come back for the kickoff in a minute. All right, we're coming back. The clock is running. We're down to 9 minutes and 20 seconds now here. Decatur's about to kick off. We see number 16, Johnny Hopgood, warming up on the sideline. Might be coming in. The sophomore backup quarterback might be getting some time. His first year playing football, I think. I don't believe he played last year. Did he? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't. He didn't. He was hurt. I think he did play.
Yeah, okay.
And he was on the JV roster, but he was hurt. He was injured, and I think it was a shoulder because it lingered all through baseball season. He couldn't dress till like the last week of baseball season. Another Hopgood athlete.
Yeah, great baseball player. Good kid too. I enjoyed Johnny. I had him in class a couple times. a couple years. I think I had. No, maybe just one.
I had him in health last year. He's an
Yeah.
outstanding young man. So
another touchback for Brogan Eastlake. That's at, what, 4, I think?
4 or
for him?
5.
Yeah.
Yep, 4 or 5. You're going to be watching Brogan Eastlake kick on Saturdays on TV.
Yeah.
On our Saturday nights on
hope
TV.
so. I
Big
hope
time football.
It's crazy. We think we're
we
gonna
hope
have,
anyway.
we're gonna have Luke Murgott playing down there at Duke with the 3 other guys from the shore: Kevin O'Connor, the kid from Milford, Jamie and Franklin, who had a big block kick the other night.
Man. I know.
North Carolina High
I know.
School.
Year 6, right?
Yeah. We're gonna have Brogan Eastlake. We're gonna have Bryson Coleman at Vanderbilt as Woodrum takes a run here and gets brought down by I can't see who that number 27.
And Kenai was in on that tackle too.
Yeah.
Kenai was at Floyd's in the game now.
But the shore's really coming out, man. I think about Delaware the other night. The game last week for Delaware, leading passer for Delaware is the other O'Connor from Easton.
Yeah.
Threw for 340-something yards.
Yeah, I saw him last year playing against Navy.
Yeah.
Navy in Delaware the opening week last year.
Delaware's running back ran for over 100 yards. He's from Parkside. They were playing Stony Brook. Stony Brook's leading wide receiver is Jace Freeman from Y High. So the Shore's really putting some kids in some competitive programs. But looks like they're going to get one here. That's going to be that. Number 3, Rashad Booth with the touchdown catch on the throw from Malik Woodrum.
Yeah, well, we said he was wearing green gloves, bright green gloves. So you gotta have some sort of speed and some sort of hand. So
exactly.
So they hit one big there.
Yeah. So they're on the
Break
board.
the shutout.
Makes it 35-6, and now the clock will stop again. I assume, right? Less than the 30-point deficit. The clock has stopped. It's 7:14 now in the fourth quarter.
I think that was Waylon Hobgood on coverage there.
Was it really? Oh, Waylon. Maybe a little inexperienced there. So we'll see if Randallstown, I guess, is going to go for 2, it looks like. Looking at the backside
that was a
this
great
year,
throw there.
Yeah, it was a nice throw. The last couple that he's let go of, they've been nice-looking passes. Looks like the wind's still kind of whipping, too, right in his face. And, he put that one on the money.
That was definitely an elite throw right there into the wind, like you said.
Yeah.
They are going for 2 here, so I'd look out for a keeper from Woodrum.
Yeah. We're
false start.
Yeah, he's moving back a little bit.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. We accept the try.
And it goes without saying that the line play.
Yeah.
We talk about the main difference I think outside because Randallstown's got guys with skill.
Yeah.
They've got guys that can throw it, run it, and do all those things. But the difference has been in the trenches tonight.
Yeah.
And not necessarily size and stuff like that, just playing clean. Getting the snap counts down.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
So Woodrum's going to take the snap here, going for 2 from about the 7-yard line. He throws to the left, and he's got his man, and that's going to be a conversion. So it's going to be 35-8. Randallstown at least gets on the board here. We'll come back in just a second.
And here's the throw again before we go back. Yep, 3-step drop, teardrop pass right in there.
15 on the coverage.
Yeah. Jake Sallow.
Yeah, it wasn't Waylon.
Yep.
All right, so we'll come back in just a minute. Decatur should be getting the ball unless Randallstown tries an onside kick. It's 35-8, 7:14 to go in the fourth quarter.
All right, before we kick off here, we got 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter of our first home game here against Randallstown Rams from across the bridge, Baltimore County team. We want to make sure, come out and check out all of our other fall sports. Field hockey's going on, men and women's soccer. We got volleyball. What else am I forgetting? Cross country. They had a meet canceled this week because of the heat. Get out and check them out if you can.
Yeah, Coleman catches this short kick, and he's around the outside. He's going to run out of bounds around the 40-yard line. No need to take any extra hits. So Decatur offense will be coming back on the field. We look ahead next week. Decatur will be taking on Bennett right here at home, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I won't be here.
3A rival.
Yeah. Bennett's putting it on Washington in the second quarter. They were up by 30 or so, 32 in the second quarter. Washington's got a new coach in a small school, but Bennett's got a new coach as well.
Yeah, my former baseball teammate at Salisbury University, Greg Lazinski.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Greg Lazinski. He's a head coach at Bennett. Put in many years. He was at Washington coaching down there, and he put in many years and time for those kids down there at Washington High. So he's up at Bennett now. I think it's his second or third year at Bennett.
Yeah, so. The last couple of years, Bennett's been down a little bit. It's been an easy game for us, but it looks like they're on the rebound a little bit. So we'll be back here on SDHS Sports next week. I won't be here, unfortunately, but my man Tyler Riley will. With I don't know who.
Am I?
Can I do it remotely?
And the play-by-play. Yeah, I can do a fly ball caught.
Right.
like Major League. But
right.
Good night. Play-by-play football.
Yeah.
I can go Pat Summerall voice on them, I guess.
It's been fun, man. I'm looking forward to doing this. I'm only going to be here for 3 games out of the 5 home games, and then if we have playoffs, I'll be here for that. But it's been a lot of fun tonight. So
it really has.
Bad snap here, and Bryson's going to pick it up. He's going to run to the right. He dude is fast. He's going to take it across the 50 and run out of bounds. He's going to be real close to a first down. He's got the first down. It's
and
like,
that's
you remember? Did you ever play Madden when Mike Vick was on Madden?
Oh yeah, was that 04. I think was that Madden 04. We were talking about that the other day.
You just snap the ball to Mike Vick and you run back about 20 yards and then you just take off. Let it go. Nobody can stop you. Right. You could just run him back 20 yards and then take off down the field and he.
And Madden wasn't much different than what he did in real life.
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
that's what Bryson looks like tonight.
Just make those type of plays. And Madden has gotten so complex.
It has.
I tried to play with Blake the other day, and I mean, it took me a while on Xbox. It's like coaching your own football. I mean, literally your own organization. I mean, it's fun, but it's not easy.
Right. Trey Dorn on the run, and we got a Randallstown player down. So we're going to take a break real quick while he's tended to 35-8, 6 minutes and 36 seconds left. All right, so coming back in, that was number 50 that was down, Christopher Ordonez. He did get up. He's walking off on his own power right now. So looks like he's going to be okay. 2nd and 9 right now. We got some scores from around Snow Hills leading Nandua 19-7.
Yeah, Mobar, the field dedication tonight. think it's
Yeah,
Kelly
yeah.
Shoemate Stadium
Yeah,
at Mo
yeah.
Barber Field, I
Yeah,
believe.
Yeah, exactly.
Two Snow Hill legends.
Yes. So good stuff there. It's going to be a handoff. Is that Cobb again around the side?
Yes,
he's got
it is.
nowhere to go except down, and he's going to lose about 2. So AJ's gotten a couple carries tonight.
Brought the baseball guys to the booth. Got a handful of them coming out on the
yeah.
field. Who said baseball players aren't athletes?
Right.
You know? Isn't that right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, we've got a Northwestern University record-holding legend.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Right over there working the clock tonight.
Okay.
Look him up, man.
I'm trying to look up Mark Potter because I'm looking for some scores from around the Bayside. Mark, if you're out there, hit us up. Bryson takes a snap. He drops back. He's going to roll to his right, being chased by number 55. He throws long, and that is going to be caught by Gavin Salido, who's going down the right sideline. He's going to be pulled down around. Oh, he's still going down until about the 2-yard line. Maybe the 1. Salido is a bulldog.
Yes.
A bulldog.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about trying to get the dog into the fight when you call Gavin Salido's
He's a
number.
bulldog, man.
Yeah.
I know he's got an offer from Catholic University. I'm not sure. I haven't heard any more, but I saw that for sure. Whoever's getting him, man, that's a tough kid right there. Put him in the slot. I'd take him in the slot. On my team
anywhere. I mean, you got like him. I mean, you got Bradshaw.
Yeah.
These guys are just interchangeable to go in and around our set skill players, and then the line, and things are looking really good. I mean, it's a week by week thing.
Yeah. So first and goal from the 2. They don't bring in that big lineup right now. They've been running the ball without it, really. Amarion Manuel is in the backfield. He goes in motion, lines up next to Bryson. And he's going to get the ball, dive ahead, and is he in? He's in there for the touchdown. So Amarion Manuel gets a little reward after a big night for him. Gets the touchdown. That's going to put Decatur up 41-8.
Nice job by the staff getting Amarion some pay dirt there.
He's earned it.
You know, he's probably sitting at the top of our list for the Bobby Hammond tough guy, for Hawk Talk this week.
Yeah.
I mean, there's quite a few, so.
Could be. Oh, we're on the screen. Oh, no. Let's go. Dave Dotson's on the screen, man.
Coach Stigler.
Dave Dotson should be on the screen.
He should. If he's not on the screen, he's at the Atlantic stand getting a cheeseburger.
Exactly. Extra point for Eastlack. That's number, 7 on the night for him? 6 on the night. And that makes it 42-8. Decatur leads. And I don't know how to do math, but is that more than 30 points? I think it is.
Yes, it is.
The
clock should be running. I believe. Oh.
Okay.
Sorry. Yep, not quite there.
It's got to be 35. I thought the rule was 30. My bad. Who gave us this job? I don't know.
Well, then it's not us. It's the instruction manual.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's not our fault. So.
Yeah.
42-8 here. Decatur's going to be kicking off. We'll be right back. All right, Eastlack kicking off again with a win behind his back. At least 4 touchbacks tonight, right? I think 4 touchbacks maybe.
Yeah, this is definitely 5, if not 6. I mean,
I don't know. It's back in the end zone again. And that's going to be that.
Yeah.
Touchback
I think
again.
that kind of is automatic, right? I think from the officiating crews.
So that ball's going to come out to the 20.
So 6 Taylor Bank sponsored touchbacks.
Yeah.
Kickoffs to touchbacks by Taylor Bank. Well, it's been fun. I don't think we screwed up too much.
Not too bad. I didn't know.
Gonna put out an application.
The rule about the running clock, but.
We'll figure it out next week for sure, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm on play-by-play, I definitely want you to bear with me, okay? A little southern draw.
Yep. Dave Dotson just told me we've been over 200 watchers all night, so that's just phenomenal.
Wonderful.
Thanks for hanging out with us as we try and figure this whole thing out. So Woodrum back to pass again. He's scrambling. He throws this time. He's got number 9. First catch for number 9, I believe, for a nice little gain there. Number 9, Makai Woodrum. I would guess brothers, twin brothers, maybe. They're both seniors.
Yeah, could be.
Malik and Makai.
I tell you what, I've liked what they've done with their passing game late.
In the second half, yeah, for sure.
In the second half,
yeah.
I mean, some nice touch throws, some with some zip. I mean, teardrops.
Protection's been
getting
a lot better.
protection.
Yeah.
I mean, they, I know they're a primarily run-focused offense, like, through scouting report and whatnot, but, I think you probably should have tried this a little bit earlier.
Maybe. Well, they did. There was some flutter passes in the beginning. They were throwing into the wind, so. Woodrum drops back again. He's going to throw. Looking long for, I assume, his brother again. Number 9, Makai Woodrum with the catch. That's going to be another first down.
I mean, Randall, they've got plenty of athletes. They've got plenty of guys that can, create and get in open spaces and stuff like that. I think it's just all about catering to these guys,
and they got down so quickly, right away. It was 20 or 14 to nothing. Probably had to go outside of what they want to do.
Sure.
And that's tough to do. But,
you get down 2-3 scores right off the jump. I mean, that throws the whole scheme off.
He's throwing down and that's dropped by number 5, Kendall Dorsey. That was a short touchdown right there. But, yeah, they got good size on the offensive line, right? They got athletes out wide. Looks like the quarterback's got a good arm. He's been
they got some extremely accurate in the in the second half too.
They got some weapons. So hopefully, as the season goes on, they'll get better and better under this new coaching staff. You don't know. It's early in the season, man. You don't know yet. It's hard to draw any conclusions about what anybody's really got. But Decatur's look great on defense tonight.
I mean, that's offense is going to win your games, but when you get to your championships, that's kind of Magoo,
Woodrum's going to be swallowed up here. Got away from a couple guys, but he's finally brought down number 22, Geo Smith in there. Geo Smith is my boy. I love Geo Smith.
Geo?
Yeah, I love Geo
10th
Smith.
grader.
I had Geo Smith in class for 2 years, 7th and 8th grade. I like that dude. He was
guitar
jacked.
player?
I don't think he was in guitar. He was in general music, but that kid was solid in middle school. Like, he was a good-sized kid in middle school. So it's nice to see him get in there. Who else we got out there? Brooks Waters.
Yeah,
out there. I had
Brooks out there?
Yeah, I had Brooks for a year. Brian Chester's out there now. There's a little throw, but that's going to be a flag on Chester. Looked like he hooked the arm. So that's going to be a pass interference.
It's nice to see these young guys get in, get some reps in, playing with a lot of eyes on you.
Yeah.
You grind and you grind and you grind in the heat all week of practice.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing the starters are, pretty much. 26, we don't have him on our roster. I'm not sure who that is. 59, Breaka's out there. He's been out there a good bit tonight. Who else? Cobb's out there on defense right now. Looks like A.J. Cobb. Number 19, Kenai Floyd is out there.
And Brooks is 23, right?
Brooks is 23.
Yeah.
He's been playing linebacker. He and Geo Smith in the middle there, linebacker looking like.
Okay, I see him now, yeah.
Yeah, I had both of those dudes.
You want to see these young guys get a stop here, red zone stop.
Woodrum rolls out to his left. He's being chased, and he's just going to throw that one away.
Yeah, good. Jack Bradley, 10th grader.
Yeah.
Coming off that right edge there.
Yeah.
Putting some pressure on.
Look, when you look down this roster, it's junior, sophomore, junior, occasional senior, a lot of younger players. So even though, and a lot of the kids, even the juniors, got a lot of time last year. We were young last year.
Yeah, they were very young last year. I mean, you lost a couple key position guys, skill position guys and whatnot, but I mean, and Luke was such a focal point, of both sides of the ball. He drew a lot of attention, so.
Xavier Manuel, I think he's playing at college. I know DeMarte Purnell, Jake Mangelli, all those guys at Eastern University.
Yeah, they're playing D3 ball.
Yeah, a lot of guys went on to the next level, which is great to see. I think it was double-digit players went on to the next level. So
it's a
nice
testament to their work ethic,
Yeah.
you know, and the time they put in, and,
Yep.
and the coaching staff, you know, doing what they can to get them seen and get into their missions and hit all those requirements and stuff, and our guidance counselors finding a way.
Drops
A.J.
the
Cobb.
throws, and Cobb's got the interception here.
Uh-oh.
He's coming down the sideline. He's got some wheels on him. He might go all the way. Cobb's going to be gone. Interception, his first high school touchdown. A.J. Cobb going to put Decatur up 48-8.
Just like hitting an inside the park home run for
sir.
A.J. Cobb on the baseball
sir.
diamond. Reads that pass like a book, picks it off, stays in bounds. Got one key block here. I'm not sure who the key block was, but they blocked Malik Woodrum, and he was all the way to pay dirt.
It was over.
Who says baseball players aren't athletes? Huh, Jake Owens? Huh? What do you say? What do you say?
So we'll see what's happening here.
If we can get some baseball players out there on the wrestling mat this year doing some things, and Coach Martinick's retirement, he's eating crow, man. Watch the baseball players go to work.
So Brogan Eastlack coming over. He's getting the kicking ball off the sideline, I assume is what's going on here. I assume that must be what's going on. And he has a chance to put his 7th extra point up tonight. Perfect 6 for 6 so far. Knock on wood, I don't want to jinx him. Jinxed a couple folks in baseball season, remember that?
Yeah.
I think somebody had a no-hitter, and I jinxed it.
Yeah.
Said it live on air. Hey, he's pitching a no-hitter. Oh,
I know. A lot of complaints about that.
Yeah, I'm sure. And that's good. So it's 49-8. About a minute left in the game. That one almost made it to the field house right there.
Yeah, it did.
The clock's going to run here, and we may not get another play. I'm not totally sure, but no, they did. There's an injury.
Here's our sponsors again. Look up here. You know, thank each and every one of you and everybody involved. Fractured prune, I could go for.
Yeah.
I mean, I could house a fractured prune donut right now.
Absolutely.
Talking about donuts too much on like a 95-degree night.
What is the OC Sand?
OC Sand.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Pebble,
what's the one with the bacon on it?
I don't know. I don't eat that.
Little, yeah.
Trying to live to my 50th birthday.
You get drive to High Point with no issues. You know what I mean?
We got a Randallstown player down. Looks like a cramp. They're stretching out his leg there, so nothing serious. But 53 seconds to go here. A dominant first night win for Decatur, even though they came in 1-0 by virtue of a forfeit from Queen Anne's last week. First game out on the field, and they're going to pick up a dominant win here against the Western Shore team. So looking ahead, 5 new coaches on the Eastern Shore, I think, on the Bayside.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Y-High, you know, our big rival. A couple years
ago.
Slow
start. I wonder what they're doing tonight. Did we have a score from them?
They were up 7-0 on Easton. I haven't heard it. That was early. I haven't heard any more. But they got shut out last week against a good Linganore team, right? A powerhouse.
And always good.
Yeah,
I think you could probably say an always good Linganore team, something like that.
But Y-High is always good too. So new coaching staff there. That game, playoff game a couple years ago, probably the best high school football game I've ever seen in my life. Decatur against Y-High, where Eastlack comes in and kicks a 44-yarder to win the game as a sophomore.
Yeah, that was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was the.
that
was kind of that was the welcome to the party.
Yeah.
You know, for Brogan there.
So,
you know, we talk about. I mean, we want to give these kickers a shot. I mean, because they do so much work for Coach Greenwood and stuff, but. I mean, Brogan could probably play linebacker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love watching.
I mean, he probably – I mean, look, we got Coach Greenwood right now. He's shaking.
He gets me so hyped up because he's trying to make a tackle on kickoffs, man. I'm surprised he's kicked it out of the end zone every time because normally he's trying to hit somebody.
Yeah, thinking about his future, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe he's getting soft. That might say something to him.
Were you at the was it the Potomac game last year where they ran the fake extra point?
Oh, yeah. He truck sticked the guy. He thought he was Casey Walsh from the 2014.
He got destroyed in the corner, man. But it was great. It was good stuff. Brogan Eastlack goes hard, man. We saw him on the baseball diamond, right? As a pinch runner.
Oh, I mean, just
Yeah, he's not like you think soccer player, right? I was a soccer player in high school. I'm sitting next to the soccer coach. I'm not trying to say soccer players are soft, right? But,
well, let's just say he doesn't wear one bar on his helmet.
Right. Most people don't understand how physical soccer is. But Brogan Eastlack could certainly be on the football team for sure. He's just got that bull in him. So
I think we're signing off.
I think we
Mr.
are. I
Hughes.
think that's going to be it. The clock's running again. We're down to 15 seconds. It's a 49-8 victory. So
let's put an application out
big
for
first
play-by-play guy for next week.
okay,
I've got some candidates.
Yeah, okay. If you
Zanowick, I think Zanowick.
Zanowick
Maybe
would be
Martinick and
good.
Hinkle.
Yeah, that would be good.
They could share a headset,
listened to
Martinick and Hinkle,
on the
and be happy.
On the wrestling broadcast last year, they did great.
They
man.
do.
They were
They
phenomenal.
do. They know grappling.
Yeah. that was
Yep, they
good
know
stuff,
grappling.
so.
That's for sure. All right.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for us here at Lou Taylor Stadium, Robert G. Knox Field. Stephen Decatur Seahawks over the Randallstown Rams to go to 2-0 on the year, 49-8 victory. Bryson Coleman, 3 touchdown passes. I think he ran for another one. Big night for him. Big night for Amari Emanuel. Big night for Ethan Bradshaw. We're happy for all those guys. Next week, Friday night, 6 o'clock against Bennett right here.
Right
correct?
here.
It'll be on SDHS Sports. And we'll see you
Appreciate it. Spread the word,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Spread
Yes,
the word for the kids, not for us.
Is that right?
Yeah, for the kids.
Don't tell them about us.
No, yeah, we'll pass on that.
We'll see you guys.
All right, y'all.
Thanks for tuning
See
in.
ya.